Hello and welcome back to the Whenever I Want podcast. We're here in Charleston for Liv's birthday. And
22.
so we have a series of different questions and stuff that we're going to go through just about like our friendship. I guess, do you want to start by telling the story of how we met?
I feel like we should start from when you found my TikTok and then sent it to Eden.
Really?
Remember?
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay.
So I saw a TikTok of Liv's and it was something about like girly meets beachy vibes.
Like, I can quite literally never pick an aesthetic like to save my life. I feel like it changes based on like where I am or like where I'm traveling to, but like literally I can never pick an aesthetic. I'm just like every single aesthetic you would ever think of mushed into one. So I made a TikTok about it and a lot of people related.
I sent it to my childhood best friend Eden at the time because she was like into a lot of super girly stuff and I was always like very beachy boho, and I sent it to her, and then here we are years later. So the reason that we even met, we had a lot of mutual friends down in South Florida, so we like kind of known each other, but I actually
Like I knew that Laura was like a real person and not like a serial killer.
yeah. And I actually followed Liv on Instagram and like I literally
TikTok, right?
I don't think TikTok yet.
Oh, okay.
But I followed on Instagram and I literally have like posts from like 2020 that are like saved for inspo vibes. Like it's so funny like thinking about that now.
Yeah.
But do you want to explain like how our first trip went?
Okay, so once I like realized that Laura was like a real person, I remember our first ever FaceTime call Belle was also in the room for.
But what were we FaceTiming for? You gotta give them context.
Hawaii. We were going to Hawaii.
She posted.
I posted an Instagram story. We didn't talk about this prior, so I'm like everything is like coming back to me. I posted on my Instagram story, hey, does anyone want to go to Hawaii? I put the dates or do we not have dates yet? I think I gave a time frame.
Yeah.
And then we like figured out the dates when we got like our like final group together. And Laura like slid up and was like, yes.
And like,
because you were supposed to go to Hawaii before, but then it didn't work out. So you were like,
well, that's the thing is I was about to live in Hawaii at one point. Like I had slid up on so many people's stories about going to Hawaii and I just never followed through with it. Mm-hmm. So the fact that we ended up like following through is just like crazy in and of itself.
I never say anything and not do it. I always follow through with like, if it comes to a trip, if it comes to a hangout, anything, like going out to dinner, oh, let's go get coffee. I always follow through with it. I will never be one of those people that doesn't.
Well,
I made sure it happened.
I say that as in the sense of like, I had slid up on somebody to be like, oh, that would be so fun. And then that was kind of it because it just like wasn't financially right then. But
True.
I would never like plan a trip and then just not go, you know?
Yeah.
But
like that like happens. Like people are like, it doesn't make it out of the group chat. But we made sure this made it out of the group chat.
Yes. I feel like we both pretty much just like locked in and we were like, we're gonna do this.
And now we literally know everything about each other. But
well, you have even more context.
I know I just get excited. So I'm like a dog. The first time we met was at, did I fly into Savannah?
Oh, okay.
I don't really remember, but I just like want to make sure I'm getting it right.
So
I flew into Savannah.
She flew in 5 days early before our Hawaii trip and spent 5 days with me. I like had work sometimes, and then we went to like the beach for a day. We came to Charleston here for a day because she really, really wanted to go. And then we spent the first 12 days together because we spent 5 days here and then
straight. Like we
went to Hawaii for a week.
We met each other for the first time and just like slept in your bed together.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah, we had like the deepest talk right off the bat. Absolutely. I got in the car and we literally just like spewed our whole entire lives to each other.
Yeah, so then we were like this for the next 12 days. We were literally attached to the hip all of Hawaii. And then
you like remember when I first like fully showed my whole entire personality to you was when we were in the car coming home from something and I was freaking out about Chad Montgomery.
That was on the way back from Charleston.
Okay, yeah. And I just like
it was after the Piggly Wiggly of it all.
Yes, I just let it all out. And I was like, I'm just gonna show this girl all of my crazy. And I did. And I was like, you're just gonna have to get used to it. And then I think that's literally what I said to you.
Yeah, something like that.
And then you were like, okay.
Which is so funny, like thinking back now. But essentially we did that, and then we got back from Hawaii, and not long after we planned a trip to Florida for a long weekend, and I drove down there and we had that. And then the literal day we got back from Florida, I booked my flight to come visit her in Boston.
Yeah, because we were like, we need to have a plan for the next time we see each other. Like, I'm going to freak out.
So then that is where we get to
from Florida, that like saying goodbye to each other was so sad.
We were crying, bro.
Like crying at the
down
airport.
Bad.
I think that's on my vlog.
Yes, it is. That was such a fun vlog. That was so cute.
That's probably one of my favorite vlogs. I think I like that one better than my Hawaii one.
Yeah. But we essentially got back the day after I booked a flight, and then I won't go into all the details, but I got in my car wreck, a bunch of shit hit the fan.
Right.
And I had to pay like $300 more to fly to Live. She'd planned this whole surprise weekend for me, and I was like, I'm going to do everything in my power that I can to be there. Slept in the public part of the airport.
Slept in the airport.
Like, I think a homeless man was like peeking on me while I was asleep. Like, crazy stuff, you guys. So then I finally get there, and one thing leads to another, and we end up living together for 4.5 months.
Yeah. She lives in Boston.
It was honestly
my whole family, actually.
Yeah, like I literally had the guest room. Our rooms were right by each other, and I could hear.
We turned my mom's office into Laura's bedroom.
I had a mattress with like a pad under on the floor. Like I had all my clothes on the little shelf. I worked for her mom.
We made it cozy. We like decorated it too. Like we made it cute and cozy.
And
you spent Thanksgiving with us.
I did. I made a dish, you guys. I made my first Thanksgiving dish.
Sweet potato casserole.
Souffle, yeah.
Oh, souffle.
It was so yum. It was better than I really thought it was going to be.
I know we did those 4 months were like jam packed. It was like my birthday things. Like we were literally like sisters to the point where if like we could tell that like one of us was in a bad mood, we would just like leave the other one alone.
Yeah. Well, and also, too, I talk about it all the time. Like, there were days where we would get home from work because we worked together for her mom. She had her car.
Mom, like, it was so, like, because my mom was like, well, we have to, like, if she's going to be here long term, like, if she wants to work, like, right now, because it was only supposed to be a month. And then my mom was like, well, like, I would like for it to be, like, longer. So my mom was like, how about she just, like, stays here up until Christmas?
Yeah.
And you can work at Funny Girl with us. And that time was so fun because we could do like content together and like we did everything together.
That's what I was getting at is like we worked together. She had a car, I didn't have a car. All of our trips and any weekends we did, the days we did everything together. And like you were talking about where we could tell like if each other was in a bad mood. Like I remember some days we would literally get home from work and we would go into our rooms and we would not see each other for the rest of the night. We would be texting.
we would be texting and sending each other TikToks from like one wall.
And also I could hear everything in her room. She could speak at a normal volume and I could hear everything. She could never hear me back. It was like the weirdest time, like sound warp thing. But it was so fun. And I think like that was one of my personal favorite like times because I feel like now like we've gone on more trips together and stuff. We went to California, I went back up to Boston for Labor Day, but I feel like it's so much more difficult because it's like we know that we only have these like few days.
Exactly.
So it's almost like a subconscious like pressure to like make as many memories. Yeah, like make as many memories as we can. Where it's like
that was my first experience ever like living with a friend.
Yeah. So. And I really feel like it couldn't have gone any better.
No,
like
it was so perfect. I wish it could just like be like that forever. But like
I know that would be preferable. Home. Yes, I did end up going home. But
and you met like all of my hometown friends. Like Laura knows every single person in my life.
Yeah.
And you've met every single person. I could say like someone random's name that like I don't even talk to every day, but like you would know exactly who they are.
Yeah, it's like the only people that I wouldn't necessarily know were like family members, but even though like we went to her family reunion like the first weekend I was there. Did you remember that?
Yeah, at like my mom's
and no one showed up.
Yes.
We went to family reunion.
I have like no family though, so like
we were like swimming and we were like, this is so
No, well,
awkward.
We showed up and we were like we got there and then we were like, wait, where is everyone else?
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, her flight couldn't come in and then like they're not coming anymore.
They were like stuck in Philly or something.
Yeah.
Basically I just had this like navigating long distance friendships and like traveling together essentially. I feel like we navigate long distance very well considering that we live together because I feel like that's such a harsh like transition to go from doing everything together, living together to living
it really was a hard transition. Just not, I was so used to having you to like right there in a second be like if I was upset or like even just like being able to talk to you about like anything or just like yap or rant or like anything, and now it's like, oh, I can't do that. It's like I can, but then it's like we have to find a time to call or like if you're at work or like.
And we used to just like bust into each other's rooms. Like one night we hadn't spoken. listen. One night we hadn't spoken the entire evening. Okay, we were just doing our own thing. We were vibing. All of a sudden, it is like 11 p.m. This girl comes busting in my room in furry cheetah boots, a denim skirt she cut from jeans, some weird top, and just walks in and goes, dude, I think my card got hacked.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm my fraud. Like, literally, someone hacked my card and stole my money. Bitch.
What is happening? happening right now.
I think you called me a cheetah girl. Like you were like,
Yeah.
no, because it was one of those moments where it's like I was like cleaning my room or going through something, and I was wearing the wackest outfit because I was like finding stuff, and I was wearing my furry cheetah boots.
No, I think it was just like, I don't know. It was such an amazing time. Anna, I guess this is still a light note. We should say what our pet peeves of each other are. And I feel like we literally had this conversation yesterday.
I'll go first. When we're in public, this stresses me out to the maximum. Laura will like, okay, even she's always talking good about someone, right? But Laura will talk about someone right in front of them and like to me be like, oh my God, like their outfit is so cute. Or oh my God, like she looks like I love her hair. Like, oh my God, I love her tattoos. Oh my God, like her leg muscles are popping or like something like that. And it pisses me off because if they see Laura like look at them and then whisper to me, they're automatically going to think that like Laura's talking or something. What? Yes. It's like she's like, oh my God, her hair is like so pretty. And I'm like, oh, like it just stresses me out because I'm like, okay, because if I was in that other person's situation, if I saw a random girl stare at me, turn to her friend and whisper something in her ear, it would make me so self-conscious. And I would literally start like freaking out and be like, oh my God, like, do I have something on my face? Like they're talking shit about me. Like they think I look weird, like whatever. So when Laura, like I have to tell her, I'm like, Laura, you're stressing me the out. Don't do this. Sorry, can I swear?
I mean, like try not to, but if you do, it's okay. I'll bleep it out.
Okay. That's a burp, I think. I'm sucking in too much air. I'm getting too into this. But I was just like, I have to tell her, I'm like, Laura, don't do that right now. Don't do that to me. Go do it to someone else. I can't do it. Like, they're going to think you're talking shit to me about them, and I don't want that. I don't want to make them feel bad. Even if you're saying something literally so nice and a compliment, just, oops. I'm like, just go tell them. Walk up and tell them yourself. Don't whisper it to me. It pisses me off because she literally did this yesterday when we were at a store in Charleston, and I literally freaked out.
And I do, like, understand where she's coming from. I think it
But she doesn't stop, so...
Well, excuse me, I was about to take accountability for my own actions, but if you
No, take accountability.
I was trying to say, I do understand that it is a really bad habit. My issue is that in my brain, I'm just like, I think she's more worried about like the confrontation of it all too, like because of where she's from. Like people will walk up to you
and like say like I just don't want them to be like, what are you looking at? Like what did you just say? Like what are you saying?
And that's where I go, oh, I'd literally tell them what I said. I'd be like, oh, I just love your outfit. Like that's in my brain. Like it again is a bad habit, but like I don't think much of it because I'm just like, oh, if they were to ask me, I'd literally tell them what I said. I'd be like, I love your tattoos or I love your outfit. And even like yesterday, I told her before she left, I was like, I love your purse, love your dress, love your tattoos. Like, and you know,
I made you tell her. Like I was like, oh, go tell her, and then you're like,
I usually tell people, especially when I'm walking
she
down
usually
the
does
street.
say it, but I just hate when she whispers it to me first, and then like will point at them, and then I'm like, if they see you doing that, and they start feeling bad about themselves because of it. It's going to stress me out because I don't want them to feel like that.
And that's where I've never even like thought of that, like someone thinking that and then feeling self-conscious because of it. So yeah, I guess I need to just be more vocal about my compliments to random people. My pet peeve. God,
I'm just so awesome. Oh. I'm just like so awesome and cool. There is none.
Whatever. I would say Liv.
Did my nail break?
Oh my God, that's so funny because I was this is perfect. So what I was about to say is like, look, you're proving my point. I'm about to
It's gonna be like, she doesn't pay attention to anything.
That's not what I was gonna say. Like, but similarly, like if you ask her like, hey, I like need your attention. I need to ask you this question. I need to give you my full like intentional response. Like you can physically ask her that question and it's like a 50-50 chance if she'll be like, okay, or if she'll literally be like, sorry, I can't right now. Isn't the skirt cute? And I'm like, I would have hurt you.
It's like, I just like can't talk to multiple people at once.
Yeah.
Like I have to do one thing at a time or I'll get overstimulated, which happened to me yesterday also. If you like tell me like, Liv, like stop, like shut up, like I need you to pay attention, I will.
That is true. There's only been one time where you said you couldn't.
I don't remember when was it.
It was when I was living with you, and I had come in, and we were already there, and I was trying to talk to you about something, and you literally were just like, I'm sorry, I can't right now. And, like, but you weren't, like, anxious or stressed. You were just, like, focused on something on your phone, so
Yeah, I was
fine.
probably, like, dealing with something.
I don't know. She also, like, gags at everything, but that's not a pet peeve.
I was going to say something a little mean, but I'm not. No, I was going to say I literally will gag at your farts, but.
Oh, yeah. That happened once, okay? One time.
You don't have to put that in, but like
I don't
that
care.
was bad. She like hotboxed the car on the way to New York City, and I thought like I was gonna throw up in Belle's car.
That was the one time that that's ever happened. No, that was really
was
funny,
so
though.
funny.
It was so funny.
Oh my god, it was
No,
so
I
bad.
will totally
It
leave
was
that in. I
so
don't
bad.
care.
I can like tell you the street we were on too when it happened because it was so
Were we in
traumatizing.
Connecticut?
No, we were in Massachusetts, so we had
Oh.
literally just left Belle's house to go to New York City.
But we moved on.
Yeah.
We left your house to go to New York. We left my house when we went to
Vermont, yeah.
Maybe it was Vermont then.
Anywho's favorite memory together.
It was Vermont.
Well, I remember it happening. I don't know where we were.
It was
It was
no,
like
we were
right
driving,
there.
Belle, we were driving right by that breakfast place, like the street to go down to the breakfast place that Yumi got breakfast at that one time when I slept over your house. That's exactly where we were.
It was New York. I said, what is your favorite memory of us together?
Oh my god. Okay, wait, I have one.
Okay.
Wait, I have like a lot, but the first one that comes to mind was literally just like when you and me were in my bathroom in Hawaii and you were doing my hair.
Oh, yeah.
And like we were just like laughing and like we were just like
Yes.
I think we were literally talking about lice. Like I think it was like the most like,
Right.
we were talking about lice, but like we were just like cracking each other up and we were just
Yeah.
like so happy.
That was such
And
a
you were
funny
like doing my
moment.
hair, like it was just so like cute.
It was
like,
so
wholesome.
fun. I feel like mine's pretty similar and mine's like very niche. Because it felt like it was the first time that I feel like we literally felt like little kid siblings again.
Sorry.
And it was
I
when
was gonna say something. Sorry, my nail wasn't broken. It was wax from the candle that was
Oh.
on it. Sorry.
it was the first time I felt like we were like little kid siblings again. And Liam had his friends over, and they were in this. Liam's her brother, but he had his friends over, and they were in this room like next to the bathroom.
Oh, like the den. So like in our old house, we had like a game room thing.
And we would like knock on their door and then run in the little bathroom, turn the lights off, lock the doors, and be silent and pretend like no one is in there. Like I literally felt like a little child. Like it was so stupid, but so
we were
fun.
just like messing with them because they were like getting. No, I think was it the Greek twins? Were they over?
I think one of them.
Okay.
I
I
don't
was like trying to
remember.
think of who it was because like Liam would have like this little gang of like friends over all the time. And I remember that. No, it was the Greek twins. Like, one of them opened the door, I think. It was like, what are you doing? And
No,
we
but
were
we,
just-
we left the door locked and then we unlocked it and ran out.
Yeah.
Like it was just like such like little kid like fun.
It was just like funny, yeah.
it was so, and I think that one I don't know.
And also just like messing with like your little brother. Like, it's just like funny.
And like I also like as I continue to live there, I also have a younger brother.
And Liam like always gets excited to like hear that you're coming or something. Like, it's
I know.
so cute.
Like I began to grow this like empathy for him as a younger brother, like me also being an older sister. Like I saw a lot of my younger brother in him. And so I feel like just like living there, like even though we didn't really interact a lot, like I had a lot of empathy for different situations he was going through, and like I don't know, I just think it's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been so cool. My next thing was, do you have a favorite photo of us together?
A favorite photo. I love the photos we took on your birthday of like us on the cliffs. Those are really cute because they.
Oh, this past summer?
Yeah. Those are really cute. That's like the first thing that comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like all sitting on the cliff, and you have like your little cupcake, like
Yeah.
because we're all like laughing and just so like genuinely like happy and like
That was such a
watching the
beautiful
sunset,
day.
like and just the background of those photos
It's
are
insane.
gorgeous.
Yes. I think for me it
Oh,
was,
and those photos that obviously the ones that Mia took too.
Mia took some beautiful photos of us photos of us in Malibu, and
Those are really
those
cute.
are so precious. Like it was Those are so beautiful.
And the one, the selfie of us in Hawaii when we were at Lani Kai and we had just gotten out of the water, and it's like the selfie.
The G7X one?
Yes, and
Yeah.
I'm wearing the pink bikini. That one's really cute too.
Yeah. I think my favorite, and this is like, I guess in our world is so basic, but there is a photo of us heel clicking on our first walk the first time in Hawaii. And it was my lock screen for forever. And that is just like one of my favorite photos. Like seeing that come to life was like, I don't know. I just love that photo and the coloring.
That was the first photo I posted in Hawaii too.
Yeah. I think it was our first photo like together. Because when we were,
Yeah.
it was just us.
Yeah,
before.
that is the first
And
photos
then
we took.
there was like
together.
selfies, but that's not like real photos per se.
I also like the photos of us last year on Halloween.
Those were just fun. Like we were just in hoodies and sunglasses.
Yeah, with the cowgirl hats. Like this little photo shoot we had was like fun.
Yeah. The next one I have is
And there's a lot of good photos. Remember the selfie of us like at Jamie's house on Thanksgiving, and I was wearing like the cat ears hat. Like we were just like with my hometown friends.
yeah, and we were just hanging out and connecting. I was meeting all of them and like
I know, Laura literally met all my hometown friends that night.
I was being a little people watcher. It was really fun.
That
Describe each other in 3 words.
You go first.
Okay.
I need a second.
Girly. Ditz. In a good way, not in a bad way.
Yeah.
And
I thought of my dog when you said that.
I know, I did have it
I was like-
too. Okay, girly ditz and vibrant.
Oh, that's cute. I'm like zoning out.
You know me, come on, you got this.
No, give me a second. I want to say like boho.
Okay, that's fine.
Charismatic.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Loyal.
Period. That was really kind. Thank you.
Of course.
That was so sweet. Okay, we'll come back to that later. Okay, we have to travel somewhere together and can pick anywhere in the world. Where's the first place we're going that we would compromise our like preferences on to try to go together? Does that make sense? Because I know the first places I would want to go are not the first places you would want to go. I have an idea, but I want you to answer first.
Maybe like Mallorca or something. Is that how you say it?
Yeah. I was going to say Italy or Spain. I was
Spain,
going to
yeah.
say Italy more so, but... Oh.
I was gonna say Spain, just in general, but I feel like specifically, is it my? I don't know.
Mallorca is the island, yeah. That's like where near Ibiza is and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. My next thing is our similarities versus our differences. So you can start with whichever comes to mind first.
Wait, say that again.
Our similarities and our differences.
Our differences. Oh well, I'm definitely more type B.
Definitely more type B. I'm very much more type A. I feel like I'm a lot more confrontational than you are, but we both can be if we need to be.
Yeah.
But like I naturally tend to be more.
Like you're always ready to like fight a bit if you have to, and then
But
I'm more
not
like
going out of my way to.
yeah,
You know?
like my first thought comes to like that time in Boston where I basically got. I'm like, do we talk about this?
Yes, let's talk about it.
Okay.
If you want. Do you say from your point of view and then I'll say from my point of view?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we were in Boston and we were literally standing on the side. We went to the Love Shack Fancy pop-up that was happening. And we were walking back to the car. We were literally on the sidewalk and we see this like older guy coming like towards us on the sidewalk. But we're facing like forward this way, like waiting for the light to turn on so we can walk. And this guy like keeps getting like closer and closer. I can see him out of the corner of my eye. And then I could just like felt him. Like he kept getting closer and closer. And Laura grabs my bag thinking like, oh, this guy's about to like steal her purse. So she like holds on to my arm kind of in my bag. And then I like kind of like caught on, like I was like aware, but he ended up just like grabbing my butt and then walking off and walking away. And like, I was like too stunned to speak. And I more of just like I froze and I was like, did that just like happen? And I was like really freaked out and like I don't even remember. I feel like I blacked out.
I think I said something like,
Oh, he was.
I think I said something like, hey. Like I was
No,
like,
you
what?
you literally like because he like started walking kind of fast and you like not like lunged, but you were like Meh.
I didn't like at him, but
Yeah, not
I
like
whipped
that,
around.
but- yeah.
And I was like, I said something like, hey, because like at that moment, so from my point of view, we're standing kind of quartered. I'm like facing her, and I see this guy approaching behind, and he's just like giving me bad vibes.
Ugh, he's so.
And we had not long ago seen a girl have a man come up to her and try to grab her bag. So that was the first thought that my brain went to. So I repositioned myself, kind of cornering Liv right here, blocking her arm and her bag. And then he walked right up, looked me dead in the eyes, and then hit her butt. And then proceeds to walk. And that's when I whipped around and I was like, hey, like, because my brain was ready for him to try to grab something and me about to be like, no, you're not. But then when that happened, it like obviously threw her for a loop, but it also threw me because that's not what I had like mentally prepared for essentially. And so it was just like it was a really terrible interaction because like in different ways, like I understood it and you can't say anything to someone in that situation. And like she was in baggy jeans and a hoodie.
I was wearing literally the baggiest Levi pants that I have. Like I was like stunned and like shocked, like I didn't know what to do. And I remember the guy turning around and like you were like what, and then he just like smiled at us like this creepy smile, and like I like almost started crying and I just like ran away. Like we just like ran back to the car and I was so thrown off. Like I felt like it made me feel like gross.
Yeah.
Like, and he was just so gross.
And I was like so viscerally angry, dude.
Yeah.
Like I was so
I felt like sad and gross.
which is unfortunately like what a lot of people experience. It's one of those it's difficult because like we said, like you can't prepare for anything like that. Like there's no way to mentally
How did we
redirect
get
your
into
brain.
that?
I said our similarities and differences and we were talking about confrontation.
Yeah.
I think our similarities kind of speak for themselves. Like, we both enjoy content and traveling and stuff like that. And I think our differences come more in like she's a lot more into fashion than I am. I'm trying to. Like, I'm slowly getting there. And
Close to you. Pull the trigger on the music. We have a different taste in music.
Yes, and okay. I meant to say that in the pet peeves part actually. Like,
Why would my taste in music be a pet peeve to you?
no. Like, no, I don't mean like a pet peeve necessarily, but like our difference in that 100% is that like I cannot listen to an artist or a song, even if it's my favorite song,
Over and over and over again.
I can listen to it maybe twice in the day, and then I like can't. Like I love "It's Okay, I'm Okay" by Tate McRae.
It's okay.
We
I'm
listened to
okay.
it 4 times today. I'm
Oh, we
hating
did?
it right now.
I didn't even know that.
Like I cannot listen to it again.
I didn't even know that.
Like even my favorite artists that are my personal favorite artists, I can listen to their album for a day and then like even before I went to the Kid Laroi concert, like I took a month break because I knew if I kept listening, I would just get like I just can't keep listening over and over again, and she like absolutely can. And then we also just have such different tastes in music that I feel like really is more. She listens to a lot of female like pop artists. Would you say?
I love pop girlies.
And I listen to, I don't know how I just ended up, I listen to a lot more male artists. And my music taste is like really all over the place.
Because I don't really listen to like rap or like DJs or like I listen, it's like Gracie Abrams, Madison Beer, Tate McRae is my number one in forever. Sabrina Carpenter.
I like love SZA, the Kid Laroi, Mount Joy Band, which is like an indie rock band. That's like totally another thing too. Like I do like house music for like when I'm studying. Like I don't know. I like all types of music.
But like, oh, we both like Dominic Fike.
Yeah, I can get
Like-
into Dominic Pike for sure.
Yeah, like but like it's not like I feel like we can listen to everything together.
Yeah.
But it's just like we definitely.
I just get like, it can't get too repetitive or I start noticing myself like getting frustrated and then I have to be like, Laura, it's literally music. Like you're being ridiculous. But like, I also know that I would get that way with my own music. Like if someone locked me in a room and played my favorite song like 4 times in a row, I would probably have gone mentally ill by the end of it.
I just like say it forever. I can go reach your mind.
Who inspires you the most?
Hannah Meloche.
Okay. I feel like I don't have anybody.
Hannah Meloche, Tate McRae, Gracie Abrams, Madison Beer.
This is like a random question that I don't even think I have the answer to, but I feel like you might.
Okay.
What is the most absurd thing a man has ever said to you?
You gotta get that thing registered.
Like a random man.
Nope. He's a singer.
Oh my God. That is crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane. I feel like I've been told a lot of absurd stuff, but nothing pops in my brain like that at that exact moment. If salary or experience didn't matter, what job would you want the most?
Say that again?
If salary or experience did not matter, what job would you want the most or your dream career?
Being an influencer.
Okay.
It's like, sorry. That's probably basic and people like are probably like, oh my God, influencer. But like, I love it.
Yeah.
I love helping people like
Curate
their like, oh my God. My favorite thing is when girls DM me on Instagram and like ask me to help them like pick out a dress for something. Mm-hmm. They ask me like where the best places to find certain pieces are, like any like, and I just get to like help them, like I make them feel good about themselves, like and like help them express their own style and like everything. Like I love it. I love it. And I also just like love working with like brands and like making like building brand relationships and like meeting new people. Like it's my favorite thing to do. It's my favorite thing to do. I want to do it for the rest of my life and just like.
And I think that ties into something I was going to say earlier. Like you have so much confidence that it like can spill over onto other people. And I know I've talked to you about this before, but
I love that too. I love that.
And like the type of confidence that never makes anyone else like feel belittled in any sort of way. Like you're very quick to uplift everyone, but yet also uplift yourself rightfully. And I think that there's a lot of people that lack that combination. It is either you are constantly uplifting everyone else and downing on yourself, or you think you are the best person to ever walk this earth and everybody else below you is scum. So like you say you're the best person to walk this earth, but you also love us with your entire soul and would never say that in an intention to like bring anybody else down.
Yeah.
And I think that there's a lot of people that just like simply cannot do that.
Yeah.
It's simply one or the other.
I'm happy that I make you guys feel like that. I also like am my own biggest fan. Like I always in my head I'm like, well, if I don't do it myself, like, you know.
Well, and I think a big part of that is we all should be our own biggest fans.
Oh yeah. I feel like, yeah.
And I also think too it comes from us like growing up in paralleling situations, not similar necessarily, but there have been like things that we have lacked in a similar way that have made us kind of grow into this space of we are going to love ourselves when other people are failing to.
Oh yeah.
Because we are making up that space from people. And so that was something that was like really able to kind of, I feel like, flourish when we lived together because we were able to bounce it off of each other.
Oh, yes.
And not like really, I mean, I think it helped both of us grow in so many ways.
Mm-hmm.
And also too, because we both are from such different environments and have lived such different lives, but yet have so many parallels that we were able to kind of give like different pieces in a way. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Any elaboration?
No, you hit it. Like,
Okay.
right, nail on the head.
Nail on the head. I'm going to go into our last segment,
Okay.
which is where we guess each other's blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
So my first one is guessing each other's comfort movie. And I know yours.
I kind of have a lot.
No, but I know yours. You said it word for word. And if you tell me I'm wrong, you're lying.
Well, I have one in my head, but wait, okay. Okay, you go. Tell me.
Tell you what yours is? Project X.
Yes!
Yeah. Yeah. She said it word for word. She said, this is my comfort movie. You're going to watch it. And we watched it.
And everyone else, like, if you've seen Project X, it shouldn't be a comfort movie. It shouldn't be a comfort movie, but I think this is why I think it's my comfort movie. It's because the movie is so batshit crazy that it takes me out of any bad headspace I could be in. Like if I'm feeling like anxious or if I just like need to escape, I watch that movie and it makes me feel so much better.
And I watched that movie and I was stressed out the entire time. It made me so stressed because that's why I can't get into like comedy movies and stuff. And they crap on me all the time about it because they're like, I don't like understand. This is hilarious. I get secondhand embarrassment through a screen so awful to where I cringe so bad that it's not enjoyable for me. Like if someone's having an embarrassing moment, like there was one Christmas movie we watched. Was it The Family Stone? Was the one where she's like embarrassing? I I was cringing
Oh my
for
God,
her
I remember that.
so bad every single time that like I could.
Is that when
not
she was like
enjoy it.
meeting the family, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, I could not enjoy it because I was so embarrassed and cringing at everything she was doing that like I was just like, this is horrible. Like, please stop.
I remember that. Like Project X being like our movie, and then, like
So what's my comfort movie?
You don't like movies.
That's true. That's not my answer, but that's true. Okay, let me rephrase. What's my favorite movie of all time that I will watch like at any point in time and enjoy every single time? You do know this. You just got to think real hard and long. We watched it together.
Is it a Christmas movie?
No. Tell me if you need a hint.
I do, because every movie I put on, you're like, I'm gonna fall asleep.
That is true. I do fall asleep in like 15 minutes. We watched it together in a very special place. Think about the places we've been. Start from the beginning.
Soul Surfer.
Thank you. There we go. Took a little while. Took some hints. Soul Surfer is my favorite all-time movie. What is our favorite place we've been together? We have to guess what each other's favorite place, because I feel like ours are different, probably.
So I'm guessing for you,
Yeah.
New York City.
Yes. That was my favorite. Which one?
Like which trip?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you really liked the first one we went on.
I did. I would say I liked the like photos from the second trip better, but like the trip as a whole, like I just love New York City.
Wait,
I love
was the
both of
second
those.
one for my 21st birthday?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the first one. Also, like the weather was nice in the first trip we went on. Like that little like video I took of you in Soho was so cute. Like, and then all the photo booths. I know it all kind of mends into one,
yeah.
but just for you, it would be New York City.
I just miss it so much. Like it was so awesome.
Wait, I don't know what mine is. Well, actually, like, oh, okay.
Like, choose your true answer.
Yeah, okay, I have one.
Oh God, wait, now I don't know based on your face. Okay, I was gonna go with my original answer, but now I don't think it's gonna be
Follow
it.
your gut.
I originally was thinking Hawaii, but I don't think you're.
That's
gonna say
exactly
that.
what I was originally thinking that, and then I changed my mind.
Did you change it to California?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I started thinking about where we've been, and then I was like, oh my God, Malibu.
Yes,
like that whole.
California was so amazing.
Yeah.
No, we also do this thing. I do it to people all the time where we'll just be having a random conversation and there'll be like music on in the car. This happened all the time on the way to work or back from work. And we'll have a random conversation, music will be on in the car, and we'll cut into the same lyric at the same time and start singing.
Yeah.
Or we'll say the same thing at the same time. Mm-hmm. Okay. Favorite food. We have the
Tacos.
same favorite food.
Yeah.
We have the same favorite food.
Tacos and like Shirley Temples.
Saturday with no plans. How are you spending it?
Like with you.
Yeah.
Like probably going to get food and then like going to take pictures and just like put on a cute outfit and like make TikToks and like take more pictures and then like go out and get tacos and then and then like come back home and like make snacks and have like ice cream and like watch a movie.
Yep. Like some people be like, oh, they're so boring, but like we love it. I'm telling you, like that it's so fun. Like I remember those weekends specifically.
Like yeah, we would like do that every weekend, I feel.
Yeah, like if we had pictures to take, like we would just ride around town and find a spot, and like we didn't always have something to do. There were also weekends where we just like cleaned the whole weekend. Like
yeah.
There was a day where I was alone at her house because her mom and her brother were in California and she was you were either in Florida or New Jersey. There was 2 weekends that I was at her house like without her there, and that was like really funny. I just like stayed in my room.
You were like crying the whole time too, right?
Oh my God, no! I think I was so sick.
I don't know. I remember you were like, oh, I like cried all day.
Okay, I think New Jersey. I think I was sick, and I also think I was like down.
Yeah,
really
you
bad.
didn't feel good. You had like a cold.
And then I think I don't know what happened, but I think I was like
because
down
I got
bad.
sick after New Jersey. Like
Yeah.
like after New Jersey, I feel like I got a cold and like in between then and Florida.
Yeah, I don't remember which one it was, but one of them I was horrible. We have to guess each other's hidden talent or party trick that we would consider each other's thing. I would say hidden talent is a better term for what I have in mind. For you and for myself.
Okay, you go first then.
I was going to say your hidden talent is just like popping out belting and like just singing. Like it's nothing.
Yeah.
And it's just like casual.
I could be a pop star if I wanted to.
Mine, I feel like, is very parallel, my personal belief, but you might not say such.
What your talent is?
My hidden talent or my party trick? Mine's a little specific.
I don't know.
so-
You're like strong as.
Oh, well, thank you. That's what I was thinking, but...
Well, like
Belle has a question.
Yeah.
What? Thank you, Belle!
Wait, like when do you rap like that one song,
I
right?
have, like multiple videos. I just started rapping. I'm like,
Really?
Like,
Come here, Belle. You tell the pod what you just said.
Belle doesn't like being on camera.
Belle's weird. She raps.
Bella's not
She's a
weird.
really good rapper, and she'll just start going at a song, and you're like,
Oh, so basically we need to start a band.
Basically, we start a band. No,
Get me and Laura in the studio.
I would say my party trick is like,
I sing all the time.
yeah, my guilty pleasure song to rap is Motorsport.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, you rap that one song,
Yeah,
you know
with
all the words.
Migos, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj. Like, if you threw a line out here right now, I could just
Motor-
go. Yeah.
No, yeah, you can do that. And I also like you're just like really strong.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, I enjoy like fitness and stuff, and I like to feel strong and healthy. You know.
yeah, no, yeah, mine would be singing. I only sing in front of people that I'm like fully comfortable with, though. Like I can't.
Girl, you were singing with me on the way to Charleston.
we were in the grocery store.
So the camera died. We're coming to you from audio only. Thank you for watching our little podcast, and hopefully we'll do it again soon.
I know this was really fun and really cute. This is like my podcast virginity.
Being stripped away.
Yeah.
Love you. Bye.
Feeling 22.